You gonna behave this time? Good morning. Actually, I shouldn't say good morning. It's morning here, but I don't know what time of day it is where you are. Hi, Drogo. I wanted to jump on super quick and talk about my favorite book recording app outside of Goodreads and Storygraph. I tried to use Storygraph. I know it's women owned. I know it's all like female empowerment. I love that for them 100%. The hard part is it doesn't link to my Amazon, and I really just need that. And that's kind of like where all of my things are. It's a lot to swap over. Anyway, so I was looking for an app that would allow me to track my reading as I was reading. And the first one that I found, I actually fell in love with the calendar graphic that one of my friends on Facebook had posted, was Bookmori. And I used Bookmori for a few months until I found this other app. Bookmori is great. It allows you to time your reading, so you get a very accurate depiction of how long books are taking you to read, which I really loved. They've got some great reporting and graphics that you can download and share, like a calendar that shows what books you read on which days, which I loved. And that was great. I believe it was $19.99 for the year. Excuse me. And I absolutely loved that one until I found this other app. And the main reason that I love this app even more is they have quarterly readathons. And I am a hoe for readathons. Like, let's be honest here. And the fact that they have hosted readathons really sold it for me. And once I downloaded the app, I realized that it went even deeper than that. So the app that I'm talking about is Bookly. It has a lot of the same features as Bookmori. It does have some of the reporting that's the same. It has like infographics you can download when you finish a book that shows like how long it took you to read it, how many pages you read in like the longest day that you were reading it, etc., which I love. It is cheaper. It's $15 or $14.99 US dollars per year. So just over $1 a month, which I think is very, very affordable. And they have these quarterly readathons, and their Wanderlust readathon is coming up starting on August 1st. So I wanted to jump in here and talk to you guys really quick about the app so that you can download it and join me in the Wanderlust readathon. I don't know if I don't remember if they have a like free trial or try free for 14 days or what have you. I don't remember because I've been using Bookly for quite a few months now. But I definitely recommend it. For $15 a year, it's 100% worth the money, and it has those quarterly readathons. So their summer readathon is the Wanderlust readathon, and it starts on August 1st and goes through August 11th. So it's 11 days. And basically how the readathons in Bookly work is they want you to use the features in the app. So for this readathon, you have to read 8 hours throughout the 11 days, and that's using the app. So you have to track your reading time in the app for it to count for the readathon. And then at the end of the readathon, you download a report and then you upload it to their submission form, and that enters you to win the prizes. For this round, the prizes are gift cards from, I think it's bookstore.com, bookshop. Let me double check so I'm not telling you the wrong thing. Bookshop.com, and there's several different levels. There's like, if you complete the readathon, so you read that 8 hours, and then there's like, if you read between 8 and 20 hours, you're in like the second tier, and then like 20 hours to something else, you're in like the third tier, and there's several tiers. The highest tier is more than 45 hours in that 11-day period, and you just read, girl. Like, read all the things, and track it with the app. And then they do also include 4 optional prompts to kind of inspire your reading, and they kind of go with the theme that they have. So for the Wanderlust readathon, the theme is like travel and exploring and things like that. So the 4 prompts for this readathon, I'm gonna scoot over because I'm gonna put the thing here. The first one is a book with a famous landmark on the cover. This one I think is the hardest one for sure. And I'm going to be reading A Keeper of... Oh no, now I don't even remember what it's called. Stand by. What was it called? I've forgotten. It's like A Keeper of... I want to say A Keeper of Secrets, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Where are you? Here we go. The Keeper of Happy Endings is what I'm going to be reading for a landmark on the cover. It has the Eiffel Tower on it. The second prompt is a book set in a country you've never visited. This one's a little hard to find books that are set in different countries. I'm based in the US, so I basically can read anything because I've never been out of the country. And so I've decided to, right now, my idea is to use a fantasy book because I'm hoping that it takes place in like a fantasy country. So I'm hoping to read Hooked by Emily McIntyre. But if I start reading it and determine that it's set in like modern day world and not like a fantasy world, then I'll have to rethink that prompt a little bit. But my idea is I've never visited this made-up country, so it works. And we'll see if that pans out for me in the end. The third prompt is a book by an author from a different country or culture than you. And I have decided to read 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. She is from the UK, so she is in a different country than I am. And the last prompt, which is probably the easiest one, is a book with blue on the cover. And I'm a little bit torn on this one. I either want to read Forbidden Game by Madison Fox because it's second in the series. It just came out and I want to read it so bad, or Walk Off Wedding by Maren Moore, also just came out, and it's the last book in her Orleans U series, and she's compared it to like Cinderella Story, and I've heard like the first 30% is text messages, and I'm so into that. So those are my two ideas for the blue cover, so I'm hoping that I can pick one of those and use that for the readathon. But I wanted to just jump on here super quick and tell you, download the not the Bookmore app, not that one. That's not the one. Download the Bookly app. As far as I know, it's available for iOS and Android. Also, it's available on all Mac devices. So I have it on my iPad and I also have it on my MacBook. So you can actually sync between all of those different devices, which I love because I love to do things on my computer because I'm an old lady. And so I love that. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention, they do have a Discord server, and they are also doing reading sprints on Threads, I believe it was, on the weekends during the readathon. But I'm going to put the link for the Bookly page that talks all about the readathon down below, as well as that website will have how you can like download the app, or you can just search Bookly in your app store and find it that way. And then once you're in there, you're going to go to the stats page, I'm pretty sure, to go ahead and register. So you do have to like tell them that you're participating so that it shows up on your reporting screen. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm telling you in the right spot. Turn. So this one on my iPad, because it has a different Apple ID, it doesn't have any books in it. But you're gonna go to stats. You're gonna go to stats, which is down here in the middle. It's not gonna focus well, so I apologize. Scroll down, and then you will see readathons at the very bottom. Boop. And then it'll have the Wanderlust readathon at the very top, and then once you click on it, it'll have a button to register. The other thing I wanted to say is you can actually make your own readathons in Bookly, which I think is so great. Basically what you can do is you can say like, okay, I want to read 24 hours in the next 3 days, and you can set it up in Bookly and it will track your progress through your own personal readathon. And that is one of the main reasons that I chose this app, because it is so great to be able to put your own readathons in there and track your progress. And like, who doesn't just love like those check marks, right? Like, the endorphins are just running rampant with the readathons. So that is my super quick kind of chat about the Wanderlust Readathon. Again, it starts on August 1st, but you have to register by July 31st. So if you're watching this and I just posted it, make sure you get the app, make sure you register. If you're watching this after July 31st, still download the app so that you are notified when the next Readathon goes live. From what I've seen, they are quarterly, so about every 3 months. So the next one will probably be like November, maybe December. So definitely make sure you already have the app, and that way you get notified of those, or follow them on Instagram so that when they post about the Readathon, you can download the app then. But they do also have a prize for most engaged on social media, and on that landing page for the Readathon, they tell you what hashtags to use and who to tag, and you can win a gift card just by posting on social media about the Readathon. So I just love that. I think that's so great. So I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in there. Please leave any book ideas in the comments below, especially ones for the landmark on the cover, because I think that one's the hardest one to find. But any of the Readathon or of the prompts, I would love to hear what you're thinking about reading. And if you post on Instagram and tag them and you're doing the Readathon, please tag me. I'm gonna post my graphic that I put up here down below as well, so if you want to use that, you can use that. But I hope to see you wandering the world in the Readathon. Excuse you, sir. Oh, Drogo, no respect for the videoing. But that is all I have for you guys today. I will be doing a video after the Readathon ends that's like more of a vlog of like me reading the books for the Readathon, but I wanted to get this video up before it started in case anybody wanted to participate. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the Readathon. Bye guys.